Morning my wonderful people, I hope you're all feeling well. Praise and appreciation for another blessed day. There's going to be a lot of birds because it is the morning. It's actually really good, there's a little sunrise going on, but it's behind the clouds. The entire sky was pink, but yeah, it's behind the clouds. Today I wanted to talk about grounding. What is grounding? Grounding is the act of taking your shoes and socks off and standing on the earth. There are many ways to ground without taking your shoes and socks off, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Grounding has many positive effects on the body. But it wasn't until a couple of days ago that I actually realised there is a way of proving this, using one of these. We'll get to that a little bit later. So I'm not a scientist, this is just going off stuff I've researched on YouTube. But the body is positively charged, because we wear insulated shoes, rubber shoes that disconnect us from the earth, and we're constantly at hand with stuff like the camera, stuff like my phone, your air fryer, you know, all these electrical equipments are positively charging us. Combined with the insulated shoes, rubber shoes, we never get a chance to regulate the charge that's within our body. Now that's where grounding comes in. I've been grounding for 2 or 3 years now, after I found out about spirituality and chakras, blah 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 blah. And I knew straight away firsthand that there was benefits from doing this, because I felt the benefits. I just put it in the land of hippy dippy. I thought it might be in my head that I just stand in the grass and feel good and anti-stress and, you know, really start to feel better about myself. So when I stumbled upon this research and these studies, it really opened my eyes to the fact that, you know, it is true. And then when I found out about, you can see it on a multimeter, it really hit home, and it was like, wow, so you can actually see it with your own eyes. It isn't just word anymore. You can see it. You know, it's visible. There is evidence. So it got me really excited, and I was like, yeah, woo! I've got to share this with people, because a lot of people need to see this. A lot of people suffer with inflammation. I don't know why I struggle with that word so much. A lot of people struggle with inflammation because of day-to-day lifestyle. And if they could take 5 seconds to stand outside, maybe, and take the shoes off, it might help. I'm not saying it will help, I'm not saying it's going to save the world, I'm saying it just might help that little bit. Going off the studies and stuff that's been done, it helps tenfold, so why not just stand outside for 10 minutes? It's not going to hurt you, is it? So, yeah, I'm excited. The way grounding positively affects your body is that when you accept the negative charge from the planet into your body, it regulates the charge within yourself. And when your blood gets negative charge into it, the negative charges repel each other inside the bloodstream and somewhat open the space in between the blood cells, as I'm led to understand it.
Forgive me if I'm wrong,
but from what I've read and what I've looked into, that's what I've been seeing. So the negative charges create space in between the blood cells, and what that does is it makes the blood less viscous, so it's thinner. It allows for better blood flow, there's less clotting, lower blood pressure, better lifestyle, healthiness. It's the base to allow your body to start to regulate properly. And when you don't get the negative charge into your body, you're positively charged all the time. That can create a space for inflammation to begin, from my understanding. Okay? So I'm going to get into showing you on the multimeter how you can actually see that grounding is taking effect. And then we're going to look into a different way of grounding without taking your socks and shoes off, so you don't look like a hippy dippy dude, by using a stick. Hear me out. Right, so, test number 1. So, just as I went to record the multimeter outside, it started raining, and I wanted to carry on the video, so I came home and got the umbrella out. As you can see, I'm stood barefoot with the negative prong in the floor and the positive prong in my hand. I set the multimeter to ohms, So we're testing resistance, or I think it's continuity, whether there is electrical current passing through the object you're testing basically. So as I'm barefoot stood on an insulated plastic block, there is zero electrical current passing through my body. And then as soon as I step onto the grass, you can see that there is electrical current passing through my body, through the ground and into myself. Back on the block, nothing. Stand on the floor, straight reading. So that proves to me that there is an electrical current passing through my body when I'm stood on the ground, as opposed to stood on an insulated material. So the next thing I wanted to show you was that you don't necessarily have to take your shoes off. I'm stood on the insulated block. I do have my shoes off, but it's insulated block nonetheless. This could represent shoes. And as you can see, when I place the stick onto the ground, there is an electrical current passing through the stick and into my body, because I have the positive in my right hand and I'm holding the stick in my left hand. So that current is passing through my body and back through into ground. So you don't necessarily have to you don't necessarily have to take your shoes and socks off. If you find a stick on the floor, quickly pick that up, put it in the ground, hold it, stand there for a few minutes, ground, then move. Or you could hold on to a tree, sit there, just touch a tree, bosh, sorted. There's many different ways to ground without looking like a crazy dude. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that helped you realise, like me, that grounding isn't just in your head, and grounding is an actual thing that takes place, and that's why you feel so good when you take your shoes off, when you touch a tree, when you go to the beach, you go for a swim. So yeah, there's that. Anyway guys, if you like the video, like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. Peace.